was getting out on the town for some live music. And there's nothing like going backstage and down the hall for a VIP pass to the inside information and interviews with the bands, singers, and songwriters that you enjoy. Welcome to All Around Town Radio.
Working for the weekend, and I want to see a show. I flip on the poker face. Yeah, I know where to go. There's a man on there into the music scene, showing lots of love for the community. With great advice, I know who I should go see. So all around town radio show is where I go for the latest planned info and so all around town radio show for the music that comforts my soul. It's the All Around Town Radio Show. The All Around Town Radio.
Whether you like rock, blues, folk, country, or R&B, Backstage Hall Pass delivers you a daily dose of the stories behind the music. And now, here's the host of our show, Scott Hall.
Hey, everybody. Welcome. Thank you, Sweet Sister Mercy, for that theme song. Again, welcome to the program on a Monday. It's the weekend update here at All Around Town Radio. Hopefully you all got to see some live music. I'm seeing some folks writing in already, so that's a good thing. Drop them in the comments, guys, if you would. Here, let me put the little sign up here. We'll put the sign up somewhere if I can find it. Right here. Drop us a comment. If you didn't do it already on our page, please drop us a comment on who you saw and put in where you saw him play, if you will. Got to give the venues a little recognition as well. Welcome to the broadcast, guys, on a gloomy Monday. How about that snow yesterday? Y'all have fun with that? Glenn, did you get any snow down your way? I don't know where the line was for that or who got snow and who didn't, but it looked like it was kind of ugly yesterday morning. Thank goodness nobody had to go to work until today. It would have been a real mess. Let's see who's out there. Jim McCarthy joining us. How you doing, Jim? Hopefully you're feeling well. Hi, Kimberly. Good to see you. Bill in the house. What's going on, Bill? Buckeye Dave throwing in one here. He said, what do you get to see? White Liger live at the Peacocks Saturday night. Is that this week? Is that going to be this week or you see him this past weekend? What's up, Rob Paisley, checking in on YouTube. Thank you for that. Wow, they're rolling in here now. Keep the comments coming, people. We love to hear from you on a Monday. It's good to see you out there. Glenn checking in on YouTube as well. My good buddy Mark Rawl in the house. How you doing, Mark? Thanks for being here. Douglas Hunt in the house as well. Marie, how are you? Oh, let's see. Who's Eric Sears from the Kevin McCoy Band? We have royalty in the house. How you doing, Eric? Thanks for being here. Hooper and the Chief and all those other projects he's in. Bill Burley, how are you? Said a couple inches in Independence, Kentucky. There we go. Ed Sawicki, what's going on, my friend? Good to have you with us. Mark Robinson from Sweet Sister Mercy. It's Who Day Monday. It is. Who Day Monday. Yes. 5-ish inches, Jill said, down in northern Kentucky. Okay, well, then it was widespread. There we go. Kimberly, how are you? Good to see you on here. There's my daughter, Brittany, checking in. We said happy birthday to her the other day, but she wasn't here to hear it. So she checked in today, though. I'm glad to see that. What's going on? Hi, George Orr. Thank you for being here. What's Kimberly Apple got to say? She was at the BMI Event Center and Jack Russell's Great White. I've done some shows with Jack Russell. I hope Jack was in good form because that one can be hit or miss. Tell me, Kimberly, how was it? Was it good? I mean, when he's on his game, man, he can sing and still put on a show. Just depends on what Jack shows up. Literally. Hi, Keith. Happy Monday to you as well. Yes. Kimberly said he sounds awesome. Wonderful. You know, I did a show with him once. We had to help him to the stage. He was a mess, and he got out there and killed it for an hour and 15 minutes. He did, and his voice was fantastic. Roger says, "Who day all the way." Thank you, Roger. John Barry, the mayor of Hamilton, is in the house. How you doing, John? I'm always going to call him that. Well, welcome, guys. This is our Monday weekend update. And if you saw somebody play over the weekend, we'd love to hear from you. So drop it in the comments if you can. At the end of the show today, we've got a new song to play for you from one of our artists that sent it to us, Matt Matheny, and we'll play that one. It's called One of These Days. We'll hit that up at the end of the show today if you want to check it out a little bit. Produced and recorded in Nashville, but Matt's from Eastern Ohio. Down in the Chillicothe, Hillsborough area, I think is where he hails from, and he's on here quite a bit. Hopefully he'll pop in today, maybe. And, if you saw anybody play over the week, guys, if you didn't put it on the page earlier when we asked for it, please drop it in the comments. We want to know all the musicians that you can recognize and that we can give a shout out to here. So welcome to Backstage Hall Pass. It's our Monday edition, your number one source for live local music news, bands, venues, and more here at All Around Town Radio from the All Around Town Radio studios in beautiful downtown Springboro, Ohio. Want to thank you all and give a big shout out to everybody that shared the show on Thursday. 4,300 plus views on that one. Thank you for that, guys, on the Who's Playing Out segment brought to you by Froggies in Monroe. So you're making that happen by sharing it. Our post that we asked a week and a half ago about what was your first concert ever is still going crazy across the country. We're getting comments from all over the country on that. I think we're up to about 9,000 comments now and 6,800 or 70,000 interactions on the post. So people that liked it or did something. So pretty cool stuff. Never expected that to happen with that simple little question of the day. Chris Reese says, Sup, Chris. How are you? Thanks for being here today. So all you hall monitors out there, thank you for sharing and doing your thing. Let me start out our week. On Wednesday last week, we took in the golden tones of Mr. Shane DeMoss. Shane DeMoss doing a solo thing now, and we caught him at Milano's in Miamisburg. Now, if you're not familiar with Milano's, if you're from the Cincinnati area, you might not know it. It's a chain. Well, I shouldn't say that. There are two of them. There's one in downtown Dayton, and there's one in Miamisburg. And Milano's is known for its pizza, subs, beers on tap, all those things. So it's a restaurant pretty much. But the one here in Miamisburg on the weekdays on Wednesday, they've started live music, and it's just usually a duo or a solo. And we've been catching some of those on Wednesdays. And last Wednesday, Mrs. Hall around town works kind of late sometimes. So we caught up and went there and had a bite to eat and enjoyed the sounds of Shane DeMoss. Now, I will say, if you've heard, a lot of people are Until Russ fans. This show is not an Until Russ show. And you would think, well, Shane sings those songs. He sings the same. It's totally different. And it's amazing what he does. Some of the new tunes that he's thrown in are exciting and fun. And there was a huge group of Until Russ fans there, that people that have followed that band for several years. And we did it. We were there with them, and it was fun to talk to all those people and see them in that setting. A really, really good time at Milano's. I'll talk more about it. Let me get to some comments here if we can. Bill says have to hit them up. Yeah, they do solos, duos, and it's a nice little place to play. The bar area where you're playing at Milano's is, I'd say it probably holds, I don't know, in the bar area, probably holds 75, 80, maybe 100 people. And then outside in the big restaurant area, it's much bigger, but they can hear you out there. So a lot of times if we get there late, we don't always get a seat in the bar area to see somebody, but we'll sit around the corner in a booth or something and you can hear perfectly there. And it's a really cool time. And Chris said had a couple Milano's down there, but pretty sure they closed. Yeah, I didn't know they branched out that far, but Milano's has been a staple in the University of Dayton area for, 50 years probably. And then they branched out and built this one out here that's within 5 minutes of the house. So we pop in there and have that and fun stuff. And Rooster Fries says, good evening to the millions watching. I don't think it's millions today, Rooster Fries. But, we'll do all right. We will. Hi, Jill Drew. She's saying, Started at the Blue Note for the Gamut in the pub for their first time there, plus Excalibur. Missed the Styx tribute band because they left early to went to Jim and Jack's for Don't Tell Steve. That sounds fun. What a great time on Saturday night for you guys. We had a fun time Saturday night I'm going to talk about here in just a little bit as well. Ryan Schwab, thank you for being with us today. Good to have you in the house. If you're out there, guys, make a comment. Let me know who you saw over the weekend. I see Ted Martin checking in. Ted, I can't wait till the next music trivia with you. Ellen Dunlap, thank you for dropping by today. And again, guys, if you're out there, say hey. Bob Weber says hey. How you doing, Bob? He's John Barry's the mayor of Hamilton. Bob's going to be the vice mayor today. Now, they're not really, but, you know, it's fun to say. Lisa, how are you doing, Lisa? Thank you for checking in as well. All right, so Wednesday night, Shane DeMoss all over the place with songs and playing some great stuff. Great. Some of the songs he played, obviously, were some Until Russ did, but he's got a whole catalog of new stuff. And he's doing a solo gig, I believe, it's every Thursday at Harrigan's Tavern in Kettering. It's called M-O-E, Harrigan's Tavern now. And yes, Ryan Schwab saw his own birthday bash on Saturday. Well, I'm glad you saw your birthday bash. Happy birthday, Ryan Schwab. And yes, Ted, we're going to have a good time. We will. We're going to have a great night that night. David Thornton in the house. He's been playing it up locally a lot lately. He's working hard out there for the money. Working hard for the money, David Thornton. Harlan Lee says he misses Milano's. Okay. Well, there must have been a Milano's down there then. It was Gary from the Simmons Sanctuary. Thank you, Gary, for checking in today. My resident Gene Simmons on the show. And so I won't say a whole lot more, but I will tell you every Wednesday night at Milano's, they have live music. Some of our friends of the show, we've gone in there to see. We saw Velvet Crush Unplugged there not too long ago. We saw Heath Bowling there not too long ago. We saw Last Call Duo. And a guy named Rick Sylvester who blew me away. I'd never seen him before, and he was playing a solo gig in there and really had a great time listening to him as well. So Milano's, if you're out and about on a Wednesday night up near Miamisburg, it's a great place to pop in and see. And unfortunately, I couldn't get down to see the Gina and Johnny show at the Bell and the Bear on Wednesday. I would have loved to have seen that as well. I heard that was just absolutely stellar and good stuff. Who we got here? Hi, Mark from My Day Off Band. I like that. It's a great name for a band. What's Bob got to say? Yep. Is this weekend? Ready for weekend, he says. Dave Taylor at Lounge 24. We're calling it Jamilton now. There you go. And Casey and the boys at Pullman on Friday. Yeah, that's this weekend. It might hit Thursday at the Bell this week. The House of Karis. Yes, it is the House of Karis. Mrs. Hall around town has stepped in. Now I can't say anything out of line. She'll straighten me right up. Thank you for being here. Stephen Bell. There he is from Don't Tell Steve. He's the Steve. He is. Who'd Chris Reese see? Monty Lycan's solo show. It's your favorite brewery, Grainworks. I love Grainworks, man. I do. I think it's a lot of fun. They have good beers and good entertainment there. We've seen David Thornton there. We saw a group out of Florida that we knew called Chasing Denver that made a tour through and stopped at Grainworks and played. And then Chris went to see Trillions for the fun size. The reunion there of John Michael and company with Kevin Cooper. Good stuff. All right. Yeah. Bill Burley going to shoot Milano's a message real quick. Yeah, do. Shoot him a message. For real. Tell him you heard it from us, Bill Burley. Yes. My Day Off Band will be at Mr. Burroughs this Saturday. Okay. There you go. I'm going to be, unfortunately, that's 5 minutes from my house, but I'm going to be in Hamilton on Saturday night. I'll be down at Hollywood's birthday bash at Pullman's on Saturday for a bit. Steve Stein from the Times. Good pictures you took of Jay Clark and the Wright brothers and all those guys this weekend. Shane DeMoss is in the house now. We were just talking bad about you, man. No, I was just saying, what an interesting new set list you have doing your solo thing. I love some of the song choices there and that you're doing. And we had a great time listening to you, even though it was a short time, but we had a great time listening to you there at Milano's. And it was good stuff. And don't tear a rotator cuff today, Shane, or anything like that. It's bad on the guitar playing. That's all I got to say about that. While you're working out and becoming another one of those. Shane used to be a monster size. I mean, he was He was Mr. Fitness for a long time, and then he got into tequila and drinking and playing music. So now he's back in the gym. Thank God. Yeah, we all need that once in a while. We do. Yeah, it's fun to hear your new stuff. It is, and like I said, you did some Until Rust favorites for the crowd that was there. Joe Borab was there, and some of those people, and all that. But you also did a whole host of new songs, which we really enjoyed that night. Good stuff, and your voice is always killer, my friend. Hi, Rachel. Thank you for dropping in. So that was our Wednesday night. Then I took Thursday off. I've had this upper respiratory thing, and as you guys know that follow the show, you know I've had the voice problems, and I'm trying to keep the voice to do like trivia and some of those things. So I didn't go out Thursday, didn't make it down to the Bell that night for the jam where I'm usually at on Thursday nights, but I did Friday night venture out to Mr. Burroughs Tavern and checked out our friend TJ Wethington and his band Sons of Liberty. Now, I'm going to admit this. When I first heard Sons of Liberty was coming to Mr. Burroughs, I thought, oh, that could be a bit heavy for that crowd there because it's not necessarily a heavy rock bar. Let me tell you, I don't know who gave TJ the message about that or whatever, but they absolutely brought it on Friday night. Crowd had a great time. They played some incredible tunes. And TJ did his usual wonderful frontman stuff that he does. And if you know him from The Bell and the Bear, you know TJ's got a style, man. He's got a good style. And he put on a great show, Sons of Liberty at Mr. Burroughs Tavern on Friday night. Playing, gosh, he played everything from, play that funky music to, Sweet Home Alabama. No, he didn't play that, but he did some Skinner and did a variety of stuff, stepping into the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s rock. So a few country tunes he threw in, Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy. I never thought I'd hear him do. And really, it was a killer show. And the crowd there enjoyed him. I had several people walk up to me and said, hey, you know this guy? I said, yeah. I mean, because he came up and said hi when we walked in and all that. And he said, he's great. The band's fantastic. So a lot of kudos going out to TJ and Sons of Liberty. If you guys don't follow him, if you will, on the Book of Face. And yes, Woo is in the house. Who's Woo? Woo? Hi, Dale Robinson. What's up, man? There's a supporter of live local music, Mr. Dale Robinson. He's one of a kind, people. He is. Bill says Gina and Johnny at the Bell Wednesday and Saturday Mansion Hill Tavern in Newport. Thank you for those. I hope you enjoyed that. Schwab Fest was a great success. Butch Snyder said, hi, Carrie. Thanks for being here. Carrie's taking some photos down at the Bell, doing a great job of that, and some other photos across town. What's going on, Dale Robinson? Good to have you here. Yes, Woo Man, I got you. Now I got it. I saw it after it popped up. Hi, Kara. Thanks for being here. Hey, Mason, what's going on, buddy? Yeah, CFG and the family at Pullman's on Friday night, kicking off Hollywood's birthday weekend there. CFG and the family, got to catch them at the Bell and the Bear. Man, they were good. You want to check that show out, people. If you're in the West Hamilton area at all on Friday night, get over and check out CFG and the family. You will not be disappointed in any way, shape, or form. What's Dave got to say? Sweet Sister Mercy headlining for George Lynch on Friday. Yes, that's good. That's going to be a good show. It is. And I'm happy for those guys getting to be up there. Sweet Sister Mercy opening the show on the main stage in there at the Blue Note this weekend on Friday. So let me chat about some other things we got to do besides Sons of Liberty at Mr. Burroughs. And I could go on and on about TJ's style, man. He blew the room away, and people were not expecting that out of him or the band. And unfortunately, his guitar player's been going through some treatments, and he's pretty sick. And he mustered through this thing, man. He worked hard and got through most of it. And they brought in a guitarist at the very end who absolutely slayed it as well. A guy that used to play or still plays, I think, with Right Turn Clyde. And he did a killer job also, but, got a chance to meet the drummer from TJ's band, who's he's a school teacher and teaches physics, man. And he was a cool guy. Had a chance to talk to him. They call him Vinny. But really a fun band. And thank you, TJ, for the shout out you gave all around town that night. And we had a great time, Mr. Burroughs. And again, that's close to home and fun. So enjoyable. And Marcy's bringing a lot of new bands in there. She's kind of changing it up this year. So you're going to see a whole bunch of people, just like we mentioned there earlier, coming up this Friday night. So My Day Off band will be there. And that's a new one for the Springboro area, I think. So Bill Burley's back. Thank you, Bill. Glad to see you here. Hi, Patricia. Hola. Hola, Patricia. Did I say that right? Hola. Hola. Good to have you with us. I want to talk about Saturday, though, real quick for us. And you guys keep throwing them in. I want to know who you saw over the weekend. We want to hear from you. Please drop us comments there, if you will, as we're going here. And I'll recognize those places and all those things. Like Bill said, Gina and Johnny at the Bell and Gina and Johnny at Mansion Hill Tavern. They're killer act. And thank you, Bill Burley. All right. I appreciate you. All right. Let's see. Again, guys, if you're just joining the show, thank you for all the shares on Thursday's show, Who's Playing Out, where we feature the musicians and the venues and where they're playing and what's going on and all that good stuff. 4,300 views on that this week. That's a good one. We appreciate it. That's all because of your shares. But Saturday, I wouldn't call it totally live music. Well, sort of live singing. I'm just going to say that. Friends of ours, Mark and Nicole, own the Soft Rock Cafe in Centerville. Now, this bar is probably the longest running karaoke bar in the tri-state. It's been going nonstop, nothing but karaoke at the Soft Rock for 17 years plus. Our friend Kurt is also the KJ, the award-winning Kurt Delk, I should call him. Kurt is also the karaoke host. And for years, we spent a lot of time in there. And we had a boy band that used to get up and sing. And this boy band was known as many different things. Men Without Hair, Bachman Turner Overweight, and most recently known as KYS, or Kiss Your Sister. And Saturday for My Day Off. All right, there we go, Mark. Thank you for that. So we made a reunion show for Kiss Your Sister on Saturday night at the Soft Rock. Had a ton of our friends there for this. We had a blast. You can catch the pictures on our page. And we gave a big shout out to our buddy Mike, who is no longer with us, who used to be there with us a lot, and sang Long Train by the Doobie Brothers for him, which we do. And a host of other tunes, such as Tommy Two-Tone, Jenny Jenny, and what else did we throw in there the other night? Chicken Fried, Zach Brown, and a whole lot of feel-good songs that we did for the crowd. And along with all the other people in there singing, it was a blast and had a great time. Enjoyed it a lot. Hi, Eddie. How are you? Thanks for being here from the Standard Country Time Band. Yes, Bill, that is impressive to be in business that long doing one thing like that. And they've been very successful at it. And I want to give a big shout out. Mark and Nicole had to be gone. They had a birthday celebration in their family, so we didn't get a chance to hang with them a whole lot. But their staff, amazing. Did a wonderful job that night. We had a great time and just sang our little hearts out. We did. And it may not be good, but it was fun. We may not be great singers, but we're fun. We are. And for a long time, we have our own page on the Book of Face. It's that funny. Doug Drew, let's see what he said. Doug Hart Band Friday at Mansion Hill Tavern. Great stuff. Craig plays drums in that band. Yes, he does a great job. Under the Sun at Knotty Pine. Man, awesome band, he says. Perfect. Thank you, Doug Drew. And it's always good. I bumped into you the other night, but not for just a second, it seemed like. And it was great to see you. We need to hang out more, Doug Drew. We do. I know you're a busy man, but we need to get together sometime and just hang out. Love talking to Doug Drew from DV8 and Dreamboat Annie fame and mercenary drumming and anything else he can get into. Dale said he saw the Gillespie Express at North 2nd Street Tap and Bottle in Hamilton, and then caught the last set of Joe Coles at the Grub Pub. Thank you. All friends of ours, thank you for that. So back to the Soft Rock real quick. We want to say thanks to everybody that came out the other night on a little impromptu get-together. My good buddy Joe Willen singing with us, and Kurt Delk and myself and all the other regulars that are there, the Cowboys, the Bonnie was in the house singing. Bonnie gets on here once in a while, and Bonnie was in there singing as well. Mrs. All Around Town did some songs, and we just, Maggie sang. We had a whole lot of people singing, so a lot of fun. Check out our photos of that on our Book of Face page if you guys want to. So anybody else have anything they want to, side pieces joined us, anybody else they want to recognize from this week? Or, if you're feeling froggy and you want to call in and talk about a show, I'd love to hear from you too, right there. You're more than welcome to give us a call. We'd like to hear from you. In fact, I'll put it up on the screen. There it is. You can call now, 937-479-5839. And, have a comment, want to talk about somebody. I'll even fire up the phone here just in case somebody calls in. And we'll see what happens. 937-479-5839 if you want to call and talk about anybody. But if not, throw it in the comments and let us know who you saw play over the weekend, if you haven't done that already. Now, tomorrow is Hot Topic Tuesday. Y'all know what that means. Madness and mayhem with the lovely Karis co-hosting. I do not have a topic yet. We have not decided on a topic yet for tomorrow. Watch our page. Tomorrow we'll announce that. But Karis and I are arguing over topics. Last week was too soft. I don't know, but we'll see. All right. Thanks, Bill Burley. Good to see you, man. Bill's playing Twisted Creek in Lexington Wednesday, 7 to 9. All right. There it is, folks. If you're in Lexington, check out our friend Bill Burley. He's great. Does a wonderful job. So, yeah, Hot Topic Tuesday coming your way tomorrow, 5 o'clock with my co-host, Karis, and anybody else we can rope into being on with us. And again, if you want to call in and talk about or report anything, throw it in right now. Call us 937-479-5839. There it is. I'll put that up on the screen in several places while I'm finishing up here. But don't forget, guys, that wonderful Hot Topic Tuesday tomorrow at 5. Wednesday, we don't have a band this week for Wednesday with the band. So if anybody out there wants to come on for Wednesday with the band, give me a shout. Otherwise, it'll be whatever Wednesday. And then the following weeks, we're stacked up with people. We've got the Autism Rocks folks coming on. We've got the Cincinnati Blues Experience coming on. I've got Lori Morgan coming on, country music singer, who'll be with me. He's going to appear at the Sorg Theater on the 3rd of February. So all kinds of good stuff coming your way here at All Around Town Radio. Tuesday trivia every week. Mr. Burrows, you can catch me there from 7 until 9:30 at night. I'd love to have you come play. We have a blast when the musicians show up. We do. And then, of course, our Wednesdays coming up soon. I think it's February 8th. Wednesday is our next one at the Bell and the Bear. Name That Tune trivia. Going to be happening. And I just booked one that you guys are going to love if you're out in the Kettering area. Coming up in the month of February, we're going to do a 70s, 80s, 90s trivia. And we're going to do it different than we've ever done. We're going to do 5 questions about the 70s and then 5 songs from the 70s for you to identify a song and artist. And then we'll do that for the 80s and the 90s. It's going to be a lot of fun. And we'd love to see you there. That's going to be at the Kettering VFNW. It is. What else we got going here? Hi, John. Thank you. Crying Out Loud in the house. Good to have you with us. Front man for Crying Out Loud. Got a couple front women with him in that band too. That's a band with 3 lead singers. It's awesome. All right. Mark your calendar for Sunday, February 19th for Autism Rocks at Lori's. I'll be there. I'm going to be one of the MCs for that event, Dave. We're looking forward to that. And we'll have the Autism Rocks folks on the show. They're going to be on as well, doing a lot of chit-chatting about the event and all the prizes and things you can bid on and all the raffles that'll be happening to help raise money for the Ken Anderson Alliance, who does wonderful things for people with disabilities. Yes. Diana says a lot of people are going to be away this week in Memphis at the International Blues Challenge. That's a good one. In Memphis. It is. All right. Well, seeing nobody's calling because most people don't ever call. We ask that all the time. I mean, I should just quit asking. But seeing nobody calling in, we're going to wrap this up today on a Monday. We've been here for 30 minutes. It's time to roll out of here. I'll be back with you tomorrow, Hot Topic Tuesday. Joining me will be the lovely co-host, Karis. And we'll be posting on the page tomorrow what the topic is. So watch for that, if you will. Ed Sawicki is heading to Memphis as well. Ed, good stuff. And yes, Ed, we did confirm. I don't know if you got the message, but we confirmed that February 8th, we will have y'all on the show talking about the Cincinnati Blues experience. We'll be looking forward to that one. That's always fun. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate you being here, guys. And thanks for being here, guys, and supporting live local music. If you didn't watch last week's Wednesday with the band, go back and check out White Knuckle Weekend. They were here. And yes, Ed. All right. Perfect. Perfect. Thank you so much. Until then, guys, get out and support some live local music tonight. If you can't find live local music, listen to some independent artists. You know, let's try to support them as well. It's important. Who's Playing Out every Thursday, brought to you by Froggies in Monroe, featuring the best artists in the tri-state and where they're playing. We'd love to have you join us for that. Speaking of artists in the tri-state, we've got Matt Matheny, Nashville recording artist Matt Matheny. We're going to leave you with one of his songs called One of These Days. This is Matt Matheny, guys, as we go out today on a Monday. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow at 5. Bye-bye.
Sometimes life ain't what it seems. Your happy home ain't so happy to me. I can't keep on going this way. It's taking its toll on us every day. And one of these days I'm gonna wake up without you. And one of these days I'm gonna break your heart in two. You can smile and laugh like it's alright. When you're alone, all you do is cry. One of these days will be alright. It's been some time since I felt this way. I can't keep on going this way. There is nothing that I can do. I can't keep on not loving you. And one of these days I'm gonna wake up without you. And one of these days I'm gonna break your heart in two. You can smile and laugh like it's alright. When you're alone, all you do is cry. One of these days I say goodbye. I say goodbye. Oh, one of these days I'm gonna wake up without you. And one of these days I'm gonna break your heart in two. You can smile and laugh like it's alright. When you're alone, all you do is cry. One of these days will be alright. Will be alright.